Okay, so today we're diving into this whole idea of attractiveness
Hmm.
and, whether it's something you're just born with or if you can actually you know, change it.
Yeah.
We've got some really interesting material here
Hmm.
that suggests it's more about those little everyday choices you make than just your genes or how much money you spend on fancy treatments.
Right.
So we're going to pull out some really practical tips for everyone listening
Yeah, that sounds great.
without overloading you with
Oh
information.
yeah, just the good stuff,
Right.
the stuff that you can actually use.
Exactly.
I was really struck by how the sources we're looking at kind of like level the playing field when it comes to attractiveness.
Yeah.
It's not about, having perfect features or anything like that. It's about the actions you take.
I like that. Yeah.
And so it really makes you think like anyone can cultivate their own personal appeal.
Okay, so let's just jump right in.
Let's do it.
One
Do
thing
it.
that really stood out to me as a fundamental piece was the whole idea of inner confidence. And you know how you treat yourself.
Yeah.
And just that being a really magnetic trait,
Absolutely.
just thinking about it as someone who walks with purpose, who makes eye contact,
Mm-hmm.
that just projects this air of self-assurance,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because when you see someone who's confident, it makes you wonder why they are so confident.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it comes down to like their internal sense of self-worth.
Right.
Like they feel good about themselves and that just kind of like naturally flows outward
Yeah.
in how they carry themselves. It's like a subtle, but it's a really powerful signal to the people around them.
And then on a more practical level, I think something that people kind of overlook sometimes is just basic hygiene
Yeah.
and grooming,
Oh, absolutely.
like showering regularly, keeping your nails trimmed, fresh breath,
Right.
all those
The
fundamentals.
basics.
Yeah. And even just a simple skincare routine to kind of have that fresh look.
Yeah, and I think what all of those things communicate is self-respect. When you take care of yourself, it shows you value yourself. And I think that that is inherently attractive.
Totally. Yeah.
Plus, it kind of like removes those little distractions that can prevent people from like really connecting with you.
You're not focused on oh, that person has, whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. So moving on to presentation.
Okay.
The sources we looked at talked a lot about dressing well,
Mm.
but not necessarily expensively.
Right.
It's more about wearing clothes that fit you properly and flatter your body shape,
Mm-hmm.
and then choosing colors that actually complement your skin tone.
Right.
It's all about feeling good and confident in what you're wearing.
Makes you wonder, like, why is fit so important,
Yeah.
Like, beyond just look it put together. I think when your clothes fit well, you just move more comfortably.
Right.
Move more confidently.
Yeah.
And so there's like a real connection between how you dress and your demeanor.
And then there's body language
Ooh, yeah.
that speaks volumes. Standing tall, having an open posture, not crossing your arms.
Right.
All of those things are highlighted.
Mm-hmm.
And then the impact of a genuine smile, steady eye contact, a firm handshake.
Right.
All of those things contribute to how approachable you seem and how charismatic you are.
I think what's so fascinating about these nonverbal cues is like they can instantly communicate so much,
Yeah.
right? Like an open posture can signal that you're like receptive and welcoming,
Mm-hmm.
while good eye contact, it suggests sincerity and engagement.
Yeah,
And these are such subtle things, but they really do shape how people perceive you.
totally. So let's shift gears a little bit and talk about energy
Yep.
and connection.
Yeah.
Staying physically active,
Mm-hmm.
it does so much more than just, change how your body looks.
Right.
It improves your posture. It gives you that confidence boost through those endorphins.
Oh, yeah.
And it just genuinely increases your energy levels,
Absolutely.
which in turn makes you feel and appear more attractive.
It makes sense, right? Because when you think about it, vitality is inherently appealing.
Yeah.
Someone with like a lot of energy is more likely to be engaged,
Mm-hmm.
enthusiastic,
Right.
and that kind of like zest for life
Yeah.
can be contagious,
I love that word, contagious.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we've got communication skills.
Okay.
So the material really emphasized things like speaking clearly,
Right.
really listening when other people are talking,
Mm.
and engaging in those meaningful conversations.
Yeah,
Those are traits that draw people in
for sure.
because they kind of suggest confidence and intelligence.
It's all about that genuine connection, right? Like
Yeah.
when you really listen to someone, you're showing them respect.
Mm-hmm.
And when you engage thoughtfully, you're creating a stronger bond.
So finally, let's talk about the power of a positive outlook
All right.
and just your overall presence.
Yeah.
The sources were really clear that negativity repels people. While a positive mindset, gratitude, and like a focus on personal growth are all really attractive qualities.
Mm-hmm.
Like kindness and optimism, they really shine through.
They do.
We also saw the importance of healthy skin,
Yeah.
through proper hydration and just like basic skincare,
Right.
just to kind of like have that fresh look.
Yeah.
And this was intriguing to me, the impact of scent,
Scent. Yeah.
like finding a personal fragrance and using it subtly
Mm-hmm.
can actually leave a really positive and lasting impression.
Interesting.
And then, your social circle matters too.
Right.
Like being around positive and supportive people
Mm-hmm.
can actually like elevate your own appeal.
Yeah, it's like these final points tie everything together.
Yeah.
You know, positivity just radiates outward, and then taking care of yourself, even down to something like your scent,
Right.
it shows that you have that attention to detail,
Mm-hmm.
and then your social network can actually reflect and influence your own positivity and growth.
Yeah, so for everyone listening, the takeaway here is that becoming more attractive, it's not about like huge dramatic changes.
Right.
It's really about consistently adopting these small, manageable habits,
Mm-hmm.
focusing on your confidence, your self-care,
Yeah.
how you carry yourself, and cultivating that positive way of being.
I think that's a great summary.
Yeah, and it really leaves us with this final thought.
Yeah.
Considering all of these strategies, which ones do you think would be most impactful for you?
Yeah. Which ones resonate with you the most?
Exactly.
And how can you explore those in your own life, not just to change how others see you, but how you feel about yourself?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's really an investment in yourself.